Hello there. Caught me by surprise. I'm just doing what I always do, which is playing the ukulele and reading a good book at the same time. The book that I'm reading is called Paul and His Ukulele, because there's nothing better than reading a book about the ukulele while playing it. Please join me in listening to Paul and His Ukulele, written by Robert Broder and illustrated by Jenn Kocsmiersky.
After blowing out his candles, Paul was given a present. "A guitar?" said Paul. "It's a ukulele," said his parents. "How do you play it?" asked Paul. "You hold it like this," said his mom. "You put your fingers here," said his dad. Paul held the ukulele and touched the strings. Pick, pluck, strum. "That sounds nice," said his dad. Pick, pluck, strum. "What a lovely song," said his mom. Paul practiced any chance he could. He learned how to play his ukulele quite well. He would practice before breakfast, after school, and right before bed. Pick, pluck, strum. While the other kids in the neighborhood played freeze tag, Paul sat on his porch and played his song. As Paul got older, so did his ukulele. But he learned how to care for it. He changed the strings when they got worn out, and he tuned it to sound just right. When Paul graduated from school, he spent his days in the park hoping to earn a few coins for his soft music. Pick, pluck, strum. One quiet evening, while Paul was trying to learn a new song, he felt the urge to wander. "Where will you go?" asked his parents. "I'm not sure," said Paul. "Somewhere exciting?" asked his dad. "Do be careful," said his mom. So Paul packed up a few things, took his ukulele, and headed out. Paul traveled busy cities, trekked high mountains, basked in hot deserts, hiked dense forests, and enjoyed coffee and pie in small towns. There were days he got lost and he had to ask someone for directions, and other days he had a map that took him to the exact spot he was looking for. Everywhere Paul went, he played his song. Pick, pluck, strum. And then, in a small town in the middle of nowhere, pick, pluck, crack. Paul was devastated. "Can you fix it?" asked Paul. "I'll see what I can do," said Four-Finger Frank. At the end of the day, Four-Finger Frank handed back Paul's ukulele. "How's this?" he asked. Paul held his ukulele and tuned the strings. Pick, pluck, strum. "That's a nice song," said Four-Finger Frank. "Thank you," said Paul with a smile. "Thank you very much." As the days passed in the small town, Paul felt he had wandered enough. He found an apartment above an empty storefront and opened a music shop. It had ukuleles in every shape and size. Some were even made by Four-Finger Frank. When the shop was quiet, Paul would sit outside and play, hoping to bring in customers. Pick, pluck, strum. And then a happy bit of happenstance came from next door.
La, la, la.
Someone was singing. Pick, pluck, strum.
La,
Pick, pluck, strum.
la, 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 la.
Paul, said Paul. Clementine, said Clementine. Delighted to meet your acquaintance, they said at the same time. And so it goes. Paul found a new song.
La, la, la.
Well, that's the end of the story. I like the story because it shows how even when things are difficult, you shouldn't give up. And even when Paul's ukulele was broken, he didn't give up, and instead he found somebody to help him out. And that's what I hope all of you do when things are difficult for you, is you find somebody who can help you. Thanks for listening.